you recording her?
Yes.
Oh, you want to record it?
I don't know.
You're okay with it?
Yeah, I don't
She
care.
asked.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I said art.
Well, it's recording, so.
Oh, go?
Yeah, I'm
All
ready.
right. So I did my
Wait,
report.
you want the lights on so we can see your both in
Yay.
Do you want me to move?
No, it's okay.
Alright, so what I did a speech on racism and prejudice. Okay. Racism exists in many different forms in almost every corner of society. But we are all different, and at the same time, we're all equal. Although racism will never be eliminated, it is morally wrong. To Kill a Mockingbird is a novel which deals with serious issues of rape and racial prejudice in America. The book addresses class distinction, courage, compassion, and hatred in the 1930s. What we have to realize is that the 1930s was a very turbulent time. America was suffering through a Great Depression with unemployment fueling the hatred between blacks and whites. However, prejudice and racism has been something that we have all had to deal with since the beginning of time. Even today, we judge people on the way they dress, they talk, and look. But we are no different today than when To Kill a Mockingbird was written. Bob Ewell in the book was very quick to judge and accuse Tom Robinson of rape, but such emotion and tragedies which occur. When we judge people based on their looks or where they were born, we do not often see the effect it has on people. And we don't realize the effect it has on a person's life. Today's bullying is another form of prejudice. When we look at history, we can see how people like Hitler, who massacred thousands of Jews because of racism, has formed the framework of our culture. In my opinion, a person who displays prejudice just shows their ignorance. Most kids get their prejudices from their parents or their peer group. We are to believe what our country was based on, as well as we all have the right to live liberty and the pursuit of happiness. To change the way racists think, you lead by example. Stand up for the kid who's been bullied, don't laugh at racial slurs, and don't judge skin color, clothes, or social status. If we all make the small effort in the everyday things we do, a change can happen. Even in To Kill a Mockingbird, we see Scout and Jem sit in the colored section of the courthouse to show their support of Tom Robinson. In the book, gender prejudice is shown when the men talk of how women should not participate in the court system. We see gender prejudice in history, and there was a time when women could not vote, and still exists in some societies today. Women weren't allowed to work and walk behind their husband in Pakistan to show that they are equal. In To Kill a Mockingbird, racial prejudice is shown when blacks have to sit in the upper balcony so whites could have a clear view of the courthouse. It was not long ago that in 1955, Rosa Parks made history when she refused to give her seat on a public bus to a white passenger in Montgomery, Alabama. Racial prejudice, unfortunately, still exists today. Another prejudice talked about in the book deals with social class, when the Well family was frowned upon because they didn't take baths or brush their teeth. Say we hear phrases like trailer trash or from the wrong side of the tracks. Unfortunately, in some cases, we have not come a long way. Prejudices were not just suffered by black people, they were also suffered by Aboriginal, Chinese, Jewish, and these are a couple of people who have suffered greatly. When prejudice rears its ugly head, it has horrible effects and usually causes war and death. During World War II, the German people under Adolf Hitler thought that they were a superior race and killed thousands trying to prove his theory. Today we hear nicknames when naming a person's nationality or racially oriented jokes. This practice is highly offensive and encourages many racial prejudices. We even have gangs, social clubs, which exclude certain races. Obviously, the effects of social prejudice on society is damaging and creates problems just like in the book. To Kill a Mockingbird was a great book in my opinion, and I thought it was a great eye-opener to show what kids and blacks and whites had to go through in the time. Is racism stoppable? I, for one, will make every effort to try to keep that out of my life, and I hope you guys will too.